We're back on Smells Like 90s Rock, the Halloween special this year. So we're days away from the worst election in U.S. history.
You already voted though, right?
I voted. Yay! I finally got everything worked out so I could finally vote. Yeah. Did you know the whole story about that? And so you knew that I got the
I know you registered.
The last time you were here, I had registered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The week after that, I got a letter in the mail, and because I had missed one box on the form I filled out, it was null and void. It didn't work.
Oh no.
So yeah, and it was granted it was an important one. Are you a U.S. citizen? I forgot to mark that part. So I was like, yeah, okay, I get why it was important, but I was pissed because like really, I got everything except for one thing. So and I was overly pissed because the one thing I wanted to not do was go downtown to the courthouse.
Oh.
And that's why we went to the DMV off Cedar Bluff. No one was there. It was perfect. Got in and out, great. Then I missed the one box, and then sure enough, I had to go downtown. So we Ubered down there, which was for the best because parking was insane. But there wasn't many people there, and really we just dropped off the form, and it was all over. And so quick and painless, and then we went to downtown West, and then we voted same day. So yeah, we did vote. All the votes are in, but God, what a process to have to do all that. I knew it couldn't be easy. I knew something stupid was going to happen, and sure enough, it did.
I'm waiting until November 8th. A lot of my friends are early.
You're waiting until Election Day to do it?
Okay, so I have a reason.
Right.
Because I bring my son with me when I vote.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's important for him to see me do my civic duty.
I see that.
And he's out of school that day anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so he might as well. I mean, I'm not going to give him a free day. Like, no, I'm going to make him go.
Yeah.
And I told you I vote in a shack where I'm like a superstar.
Right.
You know, there's
you
like,
wow the crowd when you
I'm
go
like
in
the
there.
youngest
Yeah.
person that ever goes in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always waited till the day of to actually do. I've never done early voting.
Wow.
And I've always at my shack gotten in and like out. Like I've never had to wait longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait long either. There was a little line at the place that we were at, but we were in and out pretty fast. But we didn't want to risk waiting until the 8th to try to get in there because I just predict a lot of tears and bloodshed.
Now, my first election, 2000, I voted for Nader.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, I was 18.
Yeah.
And he wanted to legalize weed.
Ah.
Like, at that point, did I have a different option?
Mm-hmm.
That was before I really started understanding politics.
Yeah.
But that's why I understand why voting for a third party, honestly, having cost, Gore the election.
Yeah.
I was one of those people who voted third party. I understand how selfish and trivial that vote
Not
is
the
at
best
this
idea.
point.
Yeah.
If they're not pulling high,
Mm-hmm.
there's no point in doing it.
No,
I
no.
understand the protest vote, but
Yeah.
no. You're being a baby. Like,
Yeah.
stop throwing your temper tantrum, do your research, and vote for the person
I
you know you
agree.
have to.
And can you really, with a straight face, vote for Gary Johnson, who can't even name leaders of other countries? I mean, come on, people. There's so many.
Painful.
I mean, I get if you don't like Hillary or Trump, but I'm better than Gary Johnson. Vote for me. Write me in.
Write me in,
And
man.
use the nickname Hot Toddy. Don't use my real name because it just looks better on the form. So
When you put down my name, remember it's I before E.
I before E. That's right. Bingo.
But no, that was my first election, and I waited in line for 3 hours to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I guess this is going to be my life now.
Yeah. This is real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Voting at 3 hours.
Yeah.
God. What was it after that? Because there was 04, 08.
No. Okay. So in 2004, I actually went and voted in the morning.
Okay.
And I got there right as it was opening, and nobody in South Carolina, because it is a day off,
Yeah.
wanted to wake up and be there by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I didn't. It took me about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was the last election that I had in South Carolina, because then I
Mhm.
moved up here in 2008, and I started voting in my shack.
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't. Wait. No. Yeah, I was up here by 2008, because I was born 2007, yeah.
Right.
And so I started voting in my shack, and it wasn't hard at all. It was like I'm a little superstar. I go in, and I'm like, yay.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm upset about is I constantly vote, but I have yet to be called for jury duty.
Yeah, I've been called for jury duty once, and I got out of it fast.
I want to be on a jury.
I know. Yeah, we've discussed this.
Yeah,
You're
it's
the
like
one.
my dream.
You're the one that wants it bad. I'm like, keep me out of it, and that's one of the reasons why Janelle wouldn't vote for years, is because she didn't want to be called on jury duty. Can't talk. But I'm like, you hardly ever get to. I mean, look at you. You never got it.
My
in
mom.
16 years.
I know. My mom was called to jury duty like every other year. I don't understand how. Maybe it's because her name was like Brenda Atkinson and a BA. I don't know.
Maybe.
But like it was like every other year, and there was usually a federal jury that called her.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can't I even get one? But I did. So like 2 years ago, I got called for a jury in South Carolina.
Right.
Mind you, I had been living here for a decade.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't been voting there. I'd been voting here.
Yeah.
And so I called them up, and I'm like, hey, I don't live there, and I haven't lived there for a long time. Because my dad got the summons, and they were like, well, you've got to jump through all these hoops. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
No, never mind.
I'll just be like, hi, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't get it.
Mm-mm.
Because it was really ridiculous. And I was like, I shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops. You all should be, like, purging your voter.
Exactly.
Like,
Take a look at the
roll.
list every once in a while, people. There's a reason why you have it.
I mean, if that's the case, I should have been voting in both elections.
Exactly. DJ Poor just got our a message of the thing. He says, and I quote, "Dear God," on the Christmas special. We sent it to him. He seems to like it, I think.
We're going to have to tell him we're going to spruce it up with the Jolly Green Giant.
It's going to happen. Jolly, 2 or 3 words.
Go,
Jolly Green Giant,
go,
DJ
ho,
Poor.
ho, ho.
Green Giants. Indeed.
Maybe the
Indeed.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
That's right.
I'm creating this in my head now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It'll be exciting.
This is going to be huge. I guarantee it. Tune in December for the Christmas special. It's going to be glorious. And
Right now we're having the Halloween special, which is glorious.
Halloween special is always glorious. It is. It is hard to believe, though, that speaking of the election, that next week will be the last show before we decide between those two.
Yep.
Who's going to be president?
Between those two.
You know, between the Jolly Orange Giant and the Nasty Woman, all of them, those two, or Jill Stein or Gary Johnson. I'm not saying.
Oh, I'm saying you can't vote for them.
They could pull up by election day. You don't know.
That is not going to happen.
You don't know. Grab them by the but yeah. I don't know. I'm scared. I know she'll win, but it's just I don't know what the future holds.
I think that, and I want to think that, but I didn't think Trump would get the nomination either.
True.
So I'm not going to put all my eggs in the she's
Yeah.
going to win basket.
I'm just worried either way what's going to happen the next few weeks. I just don't look forward to it. I just hope. My favorite part of the whole election now was Trump saying, "Well, if she wins, I'm not going to concede," and then he later calls everybody in the government losers and babies. I'm like, you just said you're not going to concede. Who's the bigger baby here?
You just can't with Trump.
No,
like you can't.
I can't even think about it. It's just too much. It's too much. Oh God.